Hey everyone. Welcome back. We're so happy you're here. A huge thank you for joining us. We've got something really special to share with you today, a brand new story. Right, let's get started. I've been with S for 5 amazing years and married for 2 incredible years. And in those 7 years, everything was absolutely amazing. From the moment we first met, it was love at first sight. I have loved her more and more over the years. My friends even teased me about my changed character when I was with her. Before I met her, I was usually a cold, thought-provoking, and very hard man. But she changed all that. My incredible character was shaped by my time in the army and my amazing parents. And I have never been so open and vulnerable with anyone, not even her. Everything was absolutely perfect for me for the 7 years we were together. I was doing a job that paid me extremely well. At last, I had some money. And I was head over heels in love with the woman of my dreams. I was smart enough to make a trust where I put all my money and properties and gave to my best friend and my sister, who were the rule of executors. I did this because my best friend was divorced and he got to split all his money and properties with his ex-wife. She never contributed a single cent. So I did this to protect myself from a possible, but at that time unlikely, divorce, and for emergencies, because at that time, I wasn't financially stable, so I must have had a security net, and it was a great idea. Then, before the marriage, we both agreed to do a prenup, which was a great idea. The only condition was that if someone of us cheated, he or she wouldn't have any type of alimony, which is legal in my country. The thing is, when she proposed to me, I was a bit shocked because I never thought for a second that she would cheat on me. It was a surprise, but I was excited to see where it would go. The first year of marriage was absolutely perfect. We were absolutely thriving thanks to my fantastic job that was paying very well. We were renting a fantastic, huge house. We were living our best lives. We were having incredible experiences, traveling to the most amazing places on holiday, and we were meeting new people and making new friends. The second year was a bit of a challenge, but it was also an amazing opportunity for me to work with my company to sign a very big client with us. I was totally dedicated to my work, and I told her this, but she was totally cool with it because my work was our first and only source of income, since she didn't have any intention to work, but was just a stay-at-home wife. Anyway, I knew that my work was getting more and more challenging, and I was always tired after it, but I gave it my all to make her happy and satisfied, even during the stressful period, which lasted about 6 months. I was happy to put aside my personal life to prioritize her over myself, just to make her happy. I was up bright and early, heading to the gym, whipping up breakfast for my lovely lady, heading to work, coming home and whipping up dinner, and then spending time with her instead of relaxing. I kept going like this for 6 months, and after the client finally signed with us, I booked a 2-month vacation in her favorite place, Paris. I was so excited to release all the stress and tension I'd built up. The vacation was absolutely amazing. I felt like we grew even stronger and more in love with each other. But when we came back home, I noticed that she was changing in the best way possible. She became distant, cold, and always looked at her phone instead of talking with me like before. It was a real shock to the system. I tried to talk to her about this many times, but she had a lot on her plate and was feeling stressed. So I decided to let it slide. And this went on for 6 whole months. One day, I was having a very important meeting where the big boss was about to announce the raises. I was so excited because my hard work and dedication were finally going to pay off with a big rise. I was thrilled to see my salary jump by 30% thanks to the big client signing. And after the meeting, I told my coworkers the great news and that I was going to take a couple of days off to celebrate. They were all really happy for me and agreed it was a great idea. So that day I went home early to share the fantastic news with my lovely wife. But when I parked my car, I heard the most incredible thing, the loudest, most passionate voices of someone who was having sex coming from my house. I thought I'd heard wrong because my wife would be shopping with her friend. And then, as I was getting near the door, I heard her voice. So I quickly grabbed my phone and started recording the scene. And then, when I entered, the end of the world happened. I caught her having sex with a random guy. And when I called her name, her face was a picture. Priceless. After I'd been recording for about a minute, a guy came out of our house, partially naked and with clothes in his hands. He left my wife covered with a custodian. I swear to God, I wanted to destroy everything. But I was just in shock and didn't say anything. I went to my room to pack up all my stuff and start a new adventure. And she started angrily accusing me of cheating, saying that all this wasn't real and that I was just dreaming. It was wild. I now think what she was saying was just absurd and made no sense. It was so ridiculous. In just 30 minutes, I had packed my stuff and was on my way. And when I left that house, I felt a huge sense of relief, and like all my anger and tension were just floating away. I had a few days of fun in a hotel while my phone was flooded with calls and texts from her. I ignored everything and changed the number. After a few more days, I contacted a lawyer and told him all about the situation. I was so excited to get it off my chest. And he said, "You are a smartass. I can absolutely guarantee that, despite having half of your money, she wouldn't get anything else from you." After a few months of no contact, I sent her the divorce papers. Guess what? In those months of no contact, I heard that she found a job to barely maintain the house. And when she got my divorce papers, she went to meet her lawyer with a big, beaming smile on her face and said, "I did the right thing by cheating on you. Guess what? I'll have all your money. And I'm not going to work for the rest of my life." My lawyer and I shared a big, proud smile. And he put the prenuptial agreement on the table. And she immediately saw what she'd done wrong. Guess what? She'd only get half of my money and nothing else. Then I started to cry and beg her to forgive me, saying that it was just a little mistake and that she loved me and this kind of stuff. This incredible scene went on for 20 minutes. And finally, she signed the papers. She had a realization. The money she had was enough to pay 5 months of rent on our house. She was like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so screwed up." As I was leaving, she chased after me, repeating everything she'd just said. "Oh, it was just a mistake. She loves me. I've got to forgive her and all this stuff." Guess what? I've met a new girl and we've been dating for a few months now. I'm absolutely thrilled. I have a great job that pays me well, and my life is absolutely wonderful again. Guess what? I heard she stayed at our old house for a few months until she had saved up enough money. Guess what? She's moving to a small apartment near her new job. Of course, she tried again to contact me, but I never answered her texts or calls because I didn't feel anything for her, but I'm excited to move on to someone new. Thanks so much for watching. If you loved this video, make sure you like, comment and subscribe so you don't miss out on more awesome content. I'll see you next time.